How's it going, everybody? This is Eddie, and we're back in a new creative world for a little thing that I just sort of thought of and then decided to design, and it's pretty effective. I think it could be better, and I'm guessing you could help me with that, so let me know if you can think of a better way to do this. But I think it's still pretty successful, and it's probably like, what is all these floating things? And I'm going to show you some magic. So if you watch that redstone lamp way over there, and push this button. Whoa, how does it do that? Oh my god, it's magic. It turned on, and then I pushed it again, turned off. This is my seemingly wireless redstone, and in fact, it is anything but. You probably can't see it, but there is tripwire going all along here. This is something that I'm guessing other people have done before, but I wanted to do it myself rather than look for another way to do it. So right here, there's tripwire, and what happens is the button triggers a dispenser, which triggers the tripwire, which comes over here to a, I think it's called a T flip-flop. I was going to look this up beforehand and I forgot, so I'm going to look it up right now while I sort of talk about this T flip. If I can't find it immediately, I won't do it. It's either called a T flip-flop or a monostable circuit. I don't know which. One second. Oh, was that it? Yes, it's a T flip-flop. And basically what it does is it takes a single pulse and turns, I can actually show you very simply, very quickly. Where is that? There we go. I like to do, some people have complained in the past that I am not prepared for my tutorials, but I just like to show the whole process, really, so that people don't just see a finished product. But this is what it is. You're gonna, oh no, that's not right. It's like this. Okay, so there's a few properties that you need to know about redstone. So first, if there's a block on top of a redstone's torch like that, then the block is going to become powered by the torch, and then the redstone is going to become powered that's next to it. So using that, we can use pistons to push blocks. If this is our output here, right, we can push a block over it and the output will come on. We can push it away and the output will be off. And one way, just due to piston behavior, that you can toggle back and forth with a single input. So actually it's probably best, I find it more helpful to do something like this. Okay, so this is the input wire up here, right? So if we turn the input on and then off, it'll switch where the pistons put the block, on and then off. So the button sort of acts like a lever in the sense that it's off, and then push the button again, and it comes on again. So using that same deal, this is the input wire right here, and then you get the block getting pushed over a torch. We can power the output to toggle on and off. Now, that's just whether you want it to be toggle or like a single pulse. But there's some inherent problem. But the main thing that I'm showing off here, that's kind of old news, is the fact that you can dispense items into tripwire and have it be instantaneous long distance in the air, seemingly wireless, because I'm over here, I can't see it on my screen, I bet you can't even on yours. Up here I can start to see it, maybe you still can't, and it's only really noticeable when I get really close. But there comes a few problems with this. What about going through different heights? And there's different heights that's a problem. There's also turning is another problem, and I can sort of address those two things right now. These are two different ways to go different heights. Okay, so we're going to see these are not toggle, these are just pulse. So if I push the button, you're just going to see the light turn on and off. Up there, on and then off. Button over there, that's this one, on and then off. Of course, I could add the T flip-flop onto the end of these and make them toggle again, but you know, don't have to do that. So these are two different methods of doing it, depending on what materials you have. If you're doing this in survival, one of them is going to be more expensive than the other, and also whatever you think looks better. It's hard to say which is looks worse, just floating in the air there. But the tripwire will come over here and, you know, trigger, and it'll be triggered, right? And it'll power this block, and then that will start the chain of glowstone. Glowstone has some interesting properties. It's like a block that you can place redstone on, but it's also like transparent and can't be powered. So in other words, if you have, sorry, hold on, there you go, this, right, the power can go through, which it normally wouldn't be because this block would cut it off, but it's transparent, so it doesn't. And so due to the fact that it's, like for instance, another block that this is like, it's glass, but you also can't place glowstone on glass, which means that glowstone is unique in the sense that if you go like this, you can get some crazy vertical redstone. It looks a little weird, but the redstone will travel all the way up, because the redstone's kind of like doubling back on itself. Now, I don't think, oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't go back down. So this method of going up won't go back down. But you can bring it up, I think 15 blocks, right? Let's test that out. That's a good thing to know, actually. The limitations of this design. Is it getting weaker? Yeah, it's definitely getting weaker. So yeah, so then it should be able to go up 15 blocks about, because that's as long as redstone can go. And if you did need it to go farther, you could just like do some kind of little repeater thing, like like that maybe. And if you do this, back, up and down, etc. Right, and now that might cause a little bit of weirdness. Let's see if that turned off still. Yes, it did. And it'll turn on normally if I do this. Yes, it's weird because these two are right next to each other. You might want to be safe and cut it off with a solid block like that. So this could technically go up forever, or until as tall as you can get. Then, so that's one way to bring it up. Then this way, I think it's also bringing it up, but it could be modified to bring it down. Oh, maybe not. But basically, what this one is you trigger a piston to push up a block and a block of sand, which would then complete the circuit, and then it spits out, it goes to a dispenser. Oh, I should mention that at the top here, this one spits out a dispenser onto another tripwire, and the tripwire continues over to the end. This one does the same thing at the top, so the piston. So this one is definitely smaller, but that also means it's limited on how high it can bring up your new wire. So if you needed your output to be way up here, you might have to chain a couple of these together. But it might be less of an eyesore because it's not glowing and it's smaller. And generally it looks a little weird though, standing out. I mean, I guess if I made it all the same blocks, like probably putting a gold block there, maybe if I had used gravel instead of sand, maybe it would all be one color and it wouldn't look so weird. But set 0, okay. But it still works the same way as the other ones. And I can't really decide what version I like better. I mean, obviously the deciding factor if you're going to do this in survival might be, well, I have a bunch of pistons and blocks in redstone, but I don't have a lot of glowstone, or vice versa. So there's that. Now I'm going to quickly address the turning issue. It's pretty simple. I'm going to do it... Oh, well, before I do that, though, let me talk about why I have the block, the sticky piston, and the sand block. So if I just used the block and then put it like at this height with the torch here and the repeater here, so that when the gold block pushed up, it would power through like that. The reason why is because that also created a bud switch, so it caused some bad piston behavior. So let's do the turning one on this side. So let me just destroy all this. And if I need you... Okay. Now, so... you saw that the dispenser was sticking out this way before, and then the tripwire could go back this way, like that. But this time, if you put the dispenser facing this way, then it's going to trigger the tripwire going the other way, which does propose some problems actually, so I'm going to put it over here. Those problems being, so if I put this over here, right, then I want the tripwire to be right here, which means that we put this block here, like that. But see how that's next to the redstone? That might cause problems. So probably best to put it right here, and then we can put the tripwire. Sorry, right there. And then you just need a little barricade so that the dispenser doesn't shoot the item in the wrong spot and miss the string, which I suppose probably still could happen. It just has a small chance, but if that happens, you could just press the button again. Now there is a problem with these designs here. When you do it like this, chances are you're going to have a start destination and an end destination. Oh, actually no, this only has one dispenser, so when you're up here on your control panel, you can refill your dispensers here. One problem that you have to remedy with this design is that these use multiple dispensers, and so you'd have to figure out some way to you'd have to have some easy access route to get back up to these dispensers and refill them every now and then. But if you filled them up all the way, that's a lot of blocks. I don't know how many. 9 times 64 is... I'm going to pull up a calculator and I'm going to do it. 9 times 64. That's 576 blocks, if I have those numbers right. So that should last you a long time, unless it's like an access door to like your entire main base maybe, and then you have to use it a lot. But if this is like your giant wheat field harvest button or something, then you might not need it too much, especially if you don't eat bread or something. Okay, so now we can go this way and put our lamp. Yeah. And must fill this. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but on this plain and simple design I put lava under here, so if you're worried about entities falling and stuff like that, you know, then you could put a cactus or some lava underneath. I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure there are plenty scattered along the ground here, but that's fine with me. Especially if, I don't know, maybe then I could eventually collect them and restack the dispenser or something, I don't know. But anyways, so now we're watching that lamp. Let's see if I did this correctly. Okay, must have missed something. Let's see. Alright, let's test and just see if that happened to be a misfire. No. Is that shooting? Oh, that's not even shooting out. Anything. So maybe I need it to be over here then. What about doing that? And that should still work. It should still fall straight down. I just need something across the other side so that it'll hit that and fall straight down. Let's just test it. Yep. Alright, let's see. I haven't used dispensers too much. I don't know if I have their behavior down. Nothing still. Okay. This is firing though. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So then let's see. This would do it. I'm like 100% sure that that would do it. Oh, except that that's not. Alright, let's just move this real quick. And then the last problem that I have to tackle is going down, which should be interesting. But see, I'm worried about doing it like that. Oh yeah, see, look, that even hooks right into that. I don't want that at all. So then in that case, this is something I could have done all along, but just didn't want to. This will do it. I don't even think oh crap. I don't even think I need the repeater, but I just to be, I don't know, just to put it in there in case, because that looks like it's getting kind of long. Anyways, so the rope needs to go there. There needs to be a block right there. Actually, no, the rope, the tripwire hook needs to go there. Nope, string. And where's the end of that? There it is. And lamp. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that's actually as bare bones as you need it, I think, right there. That's perfect. And I could probably even go a bit less over here. I just didn't. Like, that could be done, and that could be done. And so, you know, I could shave things down quite a bit everywhere and have it look a lot nicer. But let's just try this now. Really? Did that shoot anything? It didn't. Alright, well now I'm starting to get... There, that shot something. No, I didn't. This isn't triggering it. There we go. Alright, so the problem was with this all along. This triggering thing all along. So who knows, maybe many of those other redstone things could have been actually functional that I tried. There we go. So I think that it is possible to trigger it falsely, or to, you know, to have a misfire, but it's kind of unlikely from what I've seen. Now I have I don't want to give anything away, but I have some big plans for a new house design in Season 3 of the Let's Play, which is coming up. It's already in the works. So, it's not the one that I've shown in some other episodes of the Let's Play. I've just completely reworked it and been working on it again. And now I finally found something that I can be truly excited about, and this is probably going to come into play a lot. These seemingly wireless redstone, when in fact it's nothing of the sort. It's just hard to see tripwires. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please show some kind of support. I really appreciate it. Look forward to this being implemented in an awesome way in the Let's Play, I think. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.